All right, friends, today we answer the age-old question, am I too old to do jiu-jitsu? And I'm going to give you a three-part series of questions so that you can answer that for yourself and determine if it's time to get started. My name is Chris Matakas. I'm a jiu-jitsu black belt, a school owner. I've written 13 books about using jiu-jitsu as a vehicle for personal development. And we created this channel because so many people do not fulfill their potential on or off the mat. And I don't want you to be one of them. So by the end of this video, you're going to have a very clear understanding of if jiu-jitsu is right for you. And side note, like 90% of the people that watch these videos are not subscribed. And I would love to connect with you so I can be a part of your journey long term. So if you find this valuable, please subscribe so we can continue to move forward together. So, am I too old to begin jiu-jitsu? We need to define what you mean by jiu-jitsu because people train for so many different reasons. Some people come in to lose weight. Some people come in to learn self-defense. Some want to compete in jiu-jitsu tournaments or fight MMA and develop a career in martial arts. The goal determines your pathway through the art. So if you're asking, am I too old to do jiu-jitsu? That probably means you have no desire for competition or fighting MMA, and you're probably looking for self-defense or to get in better shape. So knowing that that's the goal you're aiming at, we can now ask, okay, am I too old to use jiu-jitsu to learn self-defense or get in better shape? The cool thing about skill acquisition, and I would call self-defense or health a skill, is that there's always room for continuous improvement. So you wake up today, we all have the capacity to learn a new skill or tool in self-defense so that when we go to bed tonight, we are more capable of defending ourselves than when we woke up that morning. Conversely, with our health, your environment that you place your body in determines the health you acquire. So you wake up on a given day, you can challenge your body to force it to adapt in a way when you go to bed at night, you are primed for better health than when you woke up that morning. So if we're going to use jiu-jitsu as a vehicle for self-defense, or as a vehicle to get in better shape, age is not the limiting factor. Effort is. So, okay, you say, all right, Chris, I'm in, right? I recognize the kind of jiu-jitsu I want to do. I want to get in better shape or lose weight. And I recognize that I can use jiu-jitsu to do that. But how's jiu-jitsu actually going to do that? So for a lot of us, the health we're trying to acquire is a lifelong pursuit. And for a lot of us at the end of our lives, our health deteriorates faster than our clock ends, right? Our health span is not as long as our life span. And that's because the body adapts to the environment and we lead relatively stationary lives. So there's kind of this rule that if you want to be a fit 90-year-old, you have to be an exceptional 40-year-old. But there are so many components of health, right? I have to get my mobility down, my cardio down, my strength down. And a lot of us feel overwhelmed by the complexity of the task. The good news is in jiu-jitsu, you tax nearly every aspect of your physicality while playing a game. So you work on your mobility, you work on your cardio, you work on your strength, and you never once have to step on a treadmill or pick up a dumbbell. So you get to use jiu-jitsu to increase your health span while learning self-defense. And that's something that, again, anyone can do at any age. So, okay, you say, Chris, I'm in. I recognize why I'm doing jiu-jitsu. I recognize I can use it as a vehicle for health long term. How do I start? So, jiu-jitsu has become so popular that my guess is everyone watching this has a jiu-jitsu academy within a 30-minute drive of your home. And for a lot of us, we've got 4 or 5 within a 30-minute drive of our home. The only way to determine if a jiu-jitsu school is really aligned with you and your goals is to try out a class. I mean, we can go on their social media, you can go on their website, you can watch their YouTube videos, but at the end of the day, there's no substitute for direct experience. So you muster up the courage. As Joseph Campbell would say, the cave you fear to enter holds a treasure that you seek. And you recognize jiu-jitsu possesses something that you do not currently have that you want. So you go on your mini hero's journey and you go try out a class and you explicitly state to the instructor why you're doing so. And then you surrender yourself to the experience. And one of two things happens. You take a class and you're like, this is boring. It's not for me. And that's your answer. Or you fall in love. And most of us who made it far enough to take a class fall in love with the art because it's so playful and challenging and physically demanding and rewarding, and you're surrounded by exceptional people all the time. If you take your class and you fall in love, that's your answer. Because am I too old to do jiu-jitsu? Well, you just did jiu-jitsu. So the answer is no. And then now you have this new discipline to pursue the next version of you. And I have been in jiu-jitsu since 2008. And I have never known anyone whose life got worse from doing jiu-jitsu. Everybody's lives improve. People's lives get worse from quitting jiu-jitsu, but never from starting. So if you recognize that jiu-jitsu can help you achieve your goals, be it of self-defense or of increased health, and you recognize that you can use jiu-jitsu to fulfill those tasks, all you have to do is try out a class, 145 to 60-minute class, and your life can change forever. I know, because it's changed mine and it's changed the lives of all those I serve in the academy. So I wish you good health. I wish you happy training. And if this video is useful to you, please like, comment, subscribe so we can stay connected. And we're going to be putting out lots of videos in the new year for your value and education to help you get the most out of your training on and off the mat. So I wish you good health. I wish you well. Get on the mat. And we're never too old to play. Godspeed.